What's going on, you guys? How you guys doing? Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the chill here. One name, three personalities. Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the chill. It's all good. This is Diversity Outspoken, where we speak about a diverse range of topics, and we're outspoken or straight to the point about those topics. All right, so somebody reached out to me. A guy reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey, there's this girl that I went out with her and." It was a great night, and she's like my dream girl, and she's so beautiful, and this and that. But he was like, I listen to your videos, and I don't want to like kind of like get caught up in her. He was like, but I don't know how. I can't. He was like, because she's so fine and beautiful and this and that I think I'm gonna get lost, and I don't want to like play myself and lose myself in like being with her or wanting to be with her. So, man, you guys listen, man. Like, all I gotta say is this. You have to slow down, and you just have to think about, a lot of times what happens is that we forget how we felt at the beginning of our other relationships. Your past relationships, in the very beginning, you felt like that person was great, and you felt like, your past relationships that meant a lot to you. Like your past relationships where you were in the relationship for a long time. Not like, just like flings and things like that. But your past relationships, you felt good in the beginning. You felt like this person was the one, right? And at the end of it, when it all fell down and broke apart, you felt totally different than you did at the very beginning. Don't forget that. Remember that, because now, no matter how good you feel right now that you've gone out on the first date and whatever, maybe the sex was great and things like that, and she's beautiful and she's your dream girl, no matter how good you feel right now, you felt good at the beginning of your last relationship also, and it didn't work out. So no matter how good you feel right now, just calm down and relax, because you haven't seen the worst part of this individual yet. And once you see the bad part or the worst part of this individual, then you'll see who that person truly is. I always say that. That's my rule. You don't know who a person is until you see them at their worst. When you see them at their worst, when they're stressed out, when life is going bad for them, when you see them at their worst, if they're still good people, when they're at their worst, if they're still nice and respectful to others and have good character, then you know that they're good individuals and you should stay with them. Because when things are going good, anybody can fake it and be nice. When life is going good, anybody can fake it and be nice. You really get to know a person, and you only know who a person is when you see them at their worst. Because when you see them at their worst, you guys, if they're still able to be the type of person that you thought they were, then, and only then, are they good people. So when you're first starting out, you can't even judge somebody by that, because they're just showing you their best. I remember when, this was a while ago, man, like I went to go see a boxing match at a club. In big boxing matches and stuff, they show them in like clubs and stuff like that or whatever, strip clubs and clubs and stuff. And this beautiful woman, right? Beautiful girl. She, beautiful female. She, I saw her earlier that day. We had never been on a date, nothing like that. And she was like, hey, hey, why don't you, I'm going to see the boxing match tonight with some friends. We're going to, I forgot what club it was. She was like, we're going to this club, and it was a strip club. She was like, we're going to this club, the strip club, and she was like, meet us there. She was like at whatever time. I was like, okay, no problem. She's always been beautiful, but I never thought nothing of it or anything like that. Man, it was a big fight. It was a big boxing match or MMA match or whatever. I don't know if it was boxing or MMA. It was a big match, and so it was packed. The parking lot was packed. Everything was packed. So I called her when I got inside. You know, I got inside. I paid to get inside, and I called her. And I'm like, hey, like I'm right here at like the front door. Like I don't know where you're at. This place is so packed. Man, if I tell you, and like it was so packed, you couldn't really see because it was so jam packed. So I couldn't see her coming or nothing like that. All I know is I was chilling. She popped up in my face, and she was beautiful. Like she's beautiful, dog. Popped up in my face. Man, if I don't, let me tell you. And like at this particular time, like I kind of had the money I have now. Right now I have, I'm really successful right now. But back then I was like pretty much the same, more or less. But I'm telling you, when she popped up, like she was like a boss. Popped up, didn't say nothing, kissed me on the lips, grabbed my hand, and started walking me through that strip club. And she was the prettiest, most beautiful, finest thing there that night. And she wasn't even a stripper. But everybody was looking at her. She was beautiful. Drop dead. One of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. She put a kiss on me, grabbed my hand, and walked me through. I feel like we were gliding across the floor. She made me feel like $1 billion. She made me feel wonderful that night. Like, it was amazing. Took me to the back, and she has money, which is like, and that's a whole nother Diversity Outspoken. But guys, if you mess with a female that has money, it opens up your eyes to like totally different things. She has money, so she had a whole room. And this place was like, this is a high class strip club. She had a whole room in the back just by herself. This is like a prime night. It was a Saturday night, big boxing or MMA match. I forgot what it was. And it was like during the holidays or something like that. So it was just packed on packed on packed on packed. And she had the biggest room all to herself. She had rented, like bought out. And it was just her and all females. And all her friends were beautiful. And me. And so she made me feel like no other woman had ever made me feel. And to fast forward, you know where she is now? I'm not saying she got ugly or anything like that, but this is like years. This is years ago. Man, this is years ago. Last I heard, she had a husband. Or last I heard, she had got pregnant and had a baby. So she had a baby daddy. Then she got married to this other guy, had a husband who was raising her son from a baby daddy who baby daddy didn't want anything to do with it. Had a husband, cheated on her husband with some other guy, got pregnant from the other guy, divorced her husband, divorced her, she divorced her husband. I don't know how that went. So now she had a baby from a baby daddy who's out there. She had a husband who she cheated on, got pregnant by some third guy. The third guy is there. The baby daddy comes back in her life. The baby daddy, she has her son at like a football game. The baby daddy comes down to see his son play. She ends up, she's been messing with him behind she's pregnant from the third guy. She's been messing with the first baby daddy. The third guy doesn't even know. The husband's going through a divorce with her. The baby daddy comes to see his son play football one Saturday, who she's having sex with, who the third guy now, who she's pregnant by, doesn't even know. They see each each other at the football game. They're like kind of realizing that she's having sex with both of them. The baby daddy who's coming to see his son play football and the third guy who she's pregnant by. They end up getting a fight at the son's football game. Police are called. They get in a big brawl in the middle of the field. That night with me, she made me feel like $1 million. But I probably dodged a bullet, you guys. Because you see later how messy her life is. So just always remember, no matter like in the beginning, how good they make you feel, never forget your other relationships and how they eventually fell apart. I'm Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. It's my artist name, one name, three personalities, Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. You guys take care. Have a great day or great night, depending on where you are in the world. You guys take care. All right, take care. Peace.